Welcome to the 50-50, the fairest challenge in podcasting. This is episode 6, part 3, and we're discussing our scores from last week, and then we're doing our week 6 predictions. Very exciting week of football. We're just going to do a quick overview of last week's double game week of week 4 and week 5, but then we're going to go straight into week 6 and discuss what we think is going to happen. Bear in mind, we are doing a Merseyside derby preview in depth with our me and Jack's friend Ethan, so we're going to be doing that later, and you'll probably come out in the next day or so. So keep an eye out for that. But yeah, I think we should get straight into what we predicted for the weeks, and then discuss how they went. So Jack, how you doing? And are you happy with your predictions?
No, not to. I'll be quite frank with you. I mean, week 4's was like all right. We both led. We both got 8 each, but you got like more. Like you predicted more things when I just got 2 teams with 2 points.
Yeah.
And yesterday I got 2. You got 7. So you are currently in the lead right now by 3, 29 to you, 26 to me. So right now, I'm buying you a pint, or I'm currently jumping out of a plane.
Yeah. It seems like there's a bit of a difference between the two, but we can decide that at another time between the pint or jumping out of a plane. But
maybe we should just let Ethan decide.
Yeah, that's a good idea. But what we could also do is if we do go on that trip to Madrid or whatever, the one who is losing by then has to do the filming for the channel. Because for the vlog, you have to film the vlog.
Or you have to punch a Spanish guy. I'm joking. I don't know condone violence. Pretend I didn't say
punch
that.
A Spanish guy in the vlog. We just assault someone on camera. It's a great idea.
It's Miguel.
Come here, Miguel. You Valencia fan.
We have diverted away, should we say? So should we talk about the week 4 game, you reckon, just quite briefly?
Yeah, quite briefly. Yeah, sure.
I can do like both. So maybe like so Southampton, they drew against United and won against Chelsea. That's like 4 points from 6s. No, they lost to United. Sorry, I went for a draw. So they were unlucky against United. I thought and against Chelsea, a fantastic performance. Chelsea are in crisis, if you ask me, Nathan.
Yeah. Chelsea did get a win against Leicester, as we've seen.
2-1 in the end. With 10 men from Conor Gallagher getting a red card.
But yeah, that result against Southampton in the midweek was very poor for Chelsea, and they're definitely floundering. Obviously,
can I be honest though? I went for 1-1. You went for 1-0 Chelsea. I could see. I had the feeling Chelsea would slip up. They just don't look that convincing to me. The only time they looked good was against Tottenham, and they didn't kill the game off. And if you don't kill the game off, the game, you could drop points. I feel like something's not right in behind the scenes at Chelsea.
Yeah, potentially. There's with Chelsea, it seems like there's a bit of a power something going wrong with Tuchel and the board, and I feel like that's translating onto the pitch as well. I feel like there's something wrong with Chelsea, 100%.
They're buying the wrong players, if you ask me, to be honest. I know they bought Sterling and Fofana and Koulibaly, but you need more. It just feels the end of last season, the drop off was quite bad. I know, obviously, the whole Abramovich situation didn't help, but maybe that was used as an excuse because I don't know. Something doesn't seem right there at Chelsea.
I think they're just buying players for the sake of it. It seems like.
Agreed.
They're buying good centre backs, but then getting Cucurella, getting Koulibaly, and getting in Fofana. They lost a lot of players, but then they were going after Gvardiol as well for the next year. I feel like that's just such overkill, especially spending 200 million on defenders. They need attacking players.
As for the quarters kind of past, they lost Christensen and Rudiger. Thiago's getting older, but yeah.
I'd say.
I feel like they'll panic buy massively transfer deadline day.
Yeah, potentially, 100%. We are currently recording on transfer deadline day, and there's a lot of stuff going on. So make sure to check out our transfer deadline day video that we're going to record after this, if you can, if it's there. But yeah, so are we discussing week 5 now, Jack? Or week 4?
Yeah.
So
We talk about Man City dead quick, because obviously very comeback against Palace. If they didn't have Haaland, they wouldn't have won that game. It was quite evident last season. And then yesterday, 6-0 against Forest. The gulf in class between like teams coming up from the Championship, like Premier League, is massive. You've seen how Liverpool smashing Bournemouth 9-0.
Definitely, yeah. I think teams not spending enough money is, in terms of Bournemouth not spending enough money, is their problem. But I think with Forest, I think they just don't have the quality of players to play against City. City just dominated totally, and that's showed.
You can see, like, of course, Bournemouth, Scott Parker left to come out. What's your feeling on that?
I think it's a disgrace that they would sack him, to be honest. I think getting him up from the Championship, when not many people did predict Bournemouth to go up, really, before the season. Well, I think it's a disgrace that they'd sack him, to be honest. I feel like getting him up from the Championship is a great achievement for Scott Parker. And, they barely gave him any money. And in his first 4 games, he's facing Arsenal, City and Liverpool. Like, there's just no way he was going to get many points from that at all. Like, it's just such a quick reactionary decision from the Bournemouth team. Like, who else are they going to get in? Scott Parker's a very good young manager. I feel like they should have stuck with him. Like, what did they expect? Like, spending that much money getting Ryan Fredericks, getting Tavernier. They didn't get many good players at all, really. They still have basically a Championship side, and they're just sacking him just because they got battered by Liverpool. Like, I don't think that was totally his fault. He didn't really set up in the way that, like, they tried to play a certain way, but it just totally backfired. He probably should have just sat back and tried to soak up as much pressure as possible.
They haven't got the personnel for that though, Bournemouth.
Not really at all. Their defence is really weak in that. It's really harsh on him, I feel. I feel like it's not going to give him that much, like, momentum, like bad. It's not going to take away of his momentum or, like, how good of a manager he is. He'll probably get picked up by another team. But
he is a good manager, but I feel like he just doesn't want to, like, he wants her back, and obviously you need that to stay in the Premier League. But also, he probably doesn't want another relegation on the CV, whether he's going up and down like fun. But I'm in the 50-50 of this. I feel like the comments you saying after the game weren't right, just going in on the players like that, saying like they need help. Like they do, because I was not really they're not a Premier League quality team. They're a very young team, but. And I think he wants more money to spend, but the board didn't want that because they want to be sustainable, and they've already spent a lot of money invested. So it's one of them. I feel like it's harsh, but I can see both sides of it.
Yeah, I definitely get that point. Like that point of him complaining, that might be the reason why they. If that is the main reason, then I guess it's fair, because he's calling out the owners and calling out the team and stuff. But still, I still think it's harsh. But anyway, I think we should probably get on to our week 6 predictions, unless you want to go on to a few more games of week 5.
Yeah, I just want to quickly just. So with Bournemouth, Wolves was a bit of a lacklustre game yesterday. Wolves had the chances to win, especially Raul Jimenez. Arsenal made the 5 wins from 5. It's a good obviously they battered Villa yesterday. Had a knockback, but they reacted well, which will be encouraging for Arsenal fans. Tottenham, I was retained on the transfer one. I feel like they need more defenders with or you can go to a 3 in midfield, a 3-5-2 like he did at Inter. Because I don't think, they're getting overrun, and a fantastic assist from Antonio yesterday.
Yeah.
Zaha, Palace should have won against Brentford, which would have got me 50 quid. So I'm very good at that. Palace won, but they drew. But it was good action in Premier League.
Definitely. Let me just quickly talk about Liverpool's results. Obviously, won 9-0. Incredible results. We played brilliantly, yeah. And then obviously yesterday's result was absolute limbs and incredible celebrations all around. But it was a very poor performance from us. We couldn't really get flowing, and we ended up going 1-0 down with poor defending. And we managed to turn it around, which is fantastic. But we do need to improve, I'd say, our performances. We just need to get our passing better and our overall control of a game. We just need to control games better. We really struggle, when we keep giving away the ball, on our own half, and then they just counter. And because of our high line, we just get cut open.
I feel like you give too many spaces in behind, the eyes goal. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like you can attack Liverpool this season. Well, especially early on. I think.
Well, you
I
can
do
always
think that's
attack
because
us.
like you need like a midfielder.
Yeah, you could always attack us really, but the problem is that you normally get played offside, and our defenders were always amazing at playing offside. That was the main way that we would stop attacks from teams. But this season it doesn't seem to be working. They seem to be a bit like, I don't know. It seems like they're struggling to do it this season. So we're conceding a lot of goals.
Also, what I think doesn't help is like, well, especially for Van Dijk's case, like you're like swapping and changing with the centre halves with like Matip, Gomez. Has Kamati played this season?
Yeah, he has, but then he got injured.
Yeah, like he hasn't got like a centre half next to him with there's no what's it called like connection chemistry.
Yeah.
So like swapping and changing won't help the back four. It won't help Trent either or Robertson. Like swapping and changing.
As an attacking performance, I thought it was much better though. We were much better in terms of passing into the final third than we were against United and Palace. So that's encouraging. But yeah, we do need to improve. But I think that eventually we will get there. We just gotta ride this bit of poor form out. But if we still get
grind out
victories,
results.
yeah. But that late goal from Carvalho was incredible. I really didn't expect it, to be honest. As it was getting later, the referee added on time because Newcastle wasted a lot of time. So then in extra time, there was 5 minutes added on, but then the referee let it go on until like the 8th minute because they were just wasting time. So
I feel like the Isaac goal offside was a bit harsh.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a bit similar to the Maurice Gray.
I thought he was onside. I thought he was onside at first, and I was like, yeah, he looks onside to me. But then it seems like that he actually was offside. But yeah. Apparently he was 6 inches offside, so I don't really know how that works, but yeah.
Yeah, it's. I think Newcastle should be like proud of that performance.
Yeah.
He competed well, and what's it called? Liverpool just got the job done, which just needed because you play like 50 on game. 50
They fought
game
for every
season,
ball.
So it will take your toll.
Yeah. They fought for every
Especially
ball.
when you have
Newcastle,
like squad depth.
Yeah. Joe Linton was really good, man. He is brilliant, Joe Linton. Fantastic. Lastly, I was going to say that the commentator of the game gave Isaac the man of the match, and I thought that was really weird. Like he was decent, and he scored obviously when he got the chance, but overall in the game he didn't really do anything. Like he only had about 10 touches in the game, and I thought that they should definitely have given it to a Newcastle defender. I thought they were fantastically organised.
I'm surprised Botman didn't play though. He was on the bench, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think he had a slight injury. They were saying, but yeah, defensively they were really well organised. I probably would have given it to either Trippier or who was on Salah's side, Target. I would have given it to Trippier or Target.
Yeah.
I thought they were brilliant at the back, or maybe even Joe Linton. To be fair, he was brilliant in the midfield. But yeah. But anyway, that's my last point, and we probably should get on to our predictions for season 6.
We should just leave the derby out thing out.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about the derby yet. We're going to do a full video on that with our with a third person to discuss the derby and what's going on there. But
yeah. So first game, Brentford versus Leeds United. What do you think on that one?
Brentford versus Leeds. An interesting.
Yeah, that Brentford.
Interesting game. Leeds have been looking good recently. I wasn't really too impressed.
By Palace, against Everton.
I wasn't too impressed with them against Everton. Like they were good in terms of keeping possession, but in terms of like, I didn't think they were as good as they had been in the last couple of games. I thought Everton defended well. I feel like Brentford could get a win here, 100%, because they're at home. But Leeds could also definitely win. This is a really tough game to predict.
I'm gonna go for 2-1 Leeds. I'm encouraged what I see from them. They've really recruited well. Like they were like. Rafinha money's like helped them massively. Like they've like added so much squad depth to the squad, which were again a lot of injuries, and like this look very technical, very good good in transition. I think Leeds will win 2-1.
Yeah. Brentford have looked a bit strange recently when it comes to they looked really good against United, but apart from that, recently they haven't been.
Yeah, they got a bit unlucky against Everton. Like they had to post like 2 times.
Yeah,
but
I kind of want to go 2-2. I do want to go 2-2, but I'm gonna go with yeah, I'm gonna go 2-2 for that game. I think.
Yeah, I could see it being like a goal fest. Both teams are on the front foot a lot.
It's a bit risky going for draws, but I feel like that this game could definitely be a draw.
Both teams are on the front foot, and they do create chances and give off chances. So,
Yeah.
especially Leeds against Everton, they were quite risky at times with the ball.
Definitely, I feel like they definitely need to invest in their centre backs out. I don't understand why they don't go for defensive signings.
Actually, Diego Llorente, he should have blocked out.
Yeah,
so
it's poor. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. But and Struijk, I've never really thought's that good. He's okay.
Yeah. He's only young though. He's like 21, 22.
Is he? Oh yeah, maybe he could. Maybe he could get better. What's the next game then that you've got on your list? Wolves, Southampton.
It's a must-win. This, I'd say, Chelsea versus West Ham, London derby. It's going to be a very difficult game. This to choose.
100%.
I don't know.
Chelsea win, I'd say.
This could easily be a draw, but if Chelsea are going to win, it's just going to be like a narrow 1-0 win or like a 2-1 like against Leicester, against Everton. West Ham on the other hand,
2-1 Chelsea.
They won. West Ham won on the weekend and they drew against Tottenham, so they'll get belief and confidence. I reckon West Ham could do them,
Yeah, it's definitely possible, but like West Ham never really win at the Bridge, and it's like
I agreed with that, Nathan.
So I'm gonna go 2-1 Chelsea. I just feel like that. I don't know. I just have a feeling Chelsea are gonna win this one. They haven't been looking good recently. They need a reaction. I feel like they're gonna. And West Ham, even though they got a draw against Tottenham, I feel like that they're not really that good.
They don't really lose, do they? Chelsea at Stamford Bridge.
It's not that. It's just that I don't know. I just have a feeling that they don't really lose derbies at the Bridge really. So I'm gonna go with a 2-1 Chelsea win there.
I was gonna go for a West Ham 1-0 win, but I've changed that to a 1-0 Chelsea win. I just think they'll just get the job done.
Yeah.
Because they just have to. It doesn't matter how they perform. They just have to get the job done. To be honest.
So getting over to Newcastle Crystal Palace now.
I think Newcastle will win this. I feel like Newcastle might lose like 1 or 2 at St James's Park this season.
This is another tough one to predict. But yeah,
I'm gonna go 2-0 Newcastle.
Yeah, I think I might go the same.
They've got fantastic players. Joel is Bruno Guimaraes is injured there, but Isaac's home debut in front of the St James Newcastle faithful. Yeah. I feel like they'll go one way. Palace. They've started the season mad. They should have won the other day, but
1-0 Newcastle. I'm going for 1-0 Newcastle.
1-0 Newcastle. Yeah. Could be that.
But Zaha could pick up another goal. He is in very good form.
That's true. Wilfred Zaha. Could you make me go? He'd be up against Trippier though.
Yeah, Newcastle are very good defensively. I'm gonna go 1-0. Yeah.
Ooh, Forest Bournemouth. Now this is a must win or maybe a must not lose for both. It's early on this season though, of course.
Yeah. This could definitely be a either win.
At the City ground.
Even though it's at the City ground, I feel like this could be a game where Bournemouth pick up a win. If they're going to.
Actually, no. I was going to go for a 0-0, but I'm going to go for 1-1.
I'm going to go with a Notts Forest win, I think, here. I'm going to go 2-1 Notts Forest.
Yeah, it'll be a tight, cagey game. Of course, Bournemouth finish above Nottingham Forest in the Championship. I feel like it could just go either way again, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm going to go for a draw just because I feel like both teams will be scared to attack much because they don't want to lose.
Yeah, it's good.
Obviously, points is massive in the Premier League, obviously.
I'm actually going to go 1-0 again.
We probably should have enough to get across the line, Nottingham Forest, but I just think Bournemouth will, under the caretaker manager. I wonder who Bournemouth were again in as manager, actually.
I'm going 2-0 Notts Forest, actually.
2-0 Notts Forest, okay.
I just feel like at the stadium, I feel like they have more quality than Bournemouth, and I feel like they'll just win quite comfortably, actually.
Yeah, they have the attacking options with Bournemouth don't really.
More though, man. They could concede to Kepi more. Yeah, I'm gonna go 2-1 actually.
I'm so annoyed about Kepi.
Or Solanke.
I put Kepi more and Zaha was injured. Zaha, but then Kepi more didn't even start.
I'm gonna go with 2-1 Notts Forest win. It's very close with the fantasy right now, isn't it, Jack?
Yeah. That's what I like about fantasy.
One
week,
same points.
You can just change.
I had an amazing week, man. Incredible.
So what did you go for? 2-1.
2-1 Notts Forest, yeah.
Okay. Ooh, Spurs, Fulham at Spurs at White Hart Lane.
I think it's just one outcome, I think, here. Maybe not, though. Maybe not. Fulham have looked quite good.
Throw an upset.
Yeah, Mitrovic and Andreas Pereira have been doing well recently.
If Romero's not playing,
yeah,
I reckon He'll bully the back. He'll bully the back three.
Yeah,
He'll bully
definitely.
Dyer.
Yeah. I think I'm just going to win a
I go
Tottenham
for-
win now. I
Do I
think
go for 2-1 Fulham?
2-1 Fulham.
Can I see Fulham scoring 2 goals for Tottenham?
I'm going to go 3-1 Tottenham, I think.
2-1 Fulham. I'm gonna go for.
Yeah, I think Fulham could definitely cause an upset, but I'm going to go with Tottenham on this one.
They look really good. They don't look like the old Fulham where everyone just weak, they're spineless. You can see the goal they get smashed.
It's true. It could be a draw.
Look very good.
Yeah.
What could be a draw is at Molineux, Wolves
really.
versus Southampton next.
Yeah, I think we're going to draw here 1-1.
1-0 Wolves. I'm just gonna go for. Just gonna. Wolves, honestly, they haven't got much goals on the team. Now this side, that's a Lazarditch.
Yeah, they've got
He
Kolasinac.
looks quite good to think. He'll be. He'll keep like a Mitrovic sign and be a bit of a handful.
They've also got Guedes, haven't they? Guedes.
Yeah, but Wolves, I don't know. I feel like Wolves could just be falling into mid-table, even looking over their shoulder, like I said in the Premier League predictions video.
Yeah.
So you go for 0-0.
I went 1-1.
Oh, 1-0.
Maybe a 0-0 though. To be fair, 0-0 isn't a bad shot.
I was thinking that, but I'm just thinking about the
0-0.
I don't know.
I mean 1-0. Yeah.
At Molineux, you go for 0-0, are you?
1-0. Sorry, yeah, 1-0.
Ooh.
Next one, Aston Villa, Man City.
Would this be the last game for Gerrard potentially?
I think most definitely. I'm gonna go with.
I'm going for 3-1 City.
Going 3-0.
Will Haaland get a hat trick?
Yeah,
Again.
it's definitely possible. It's definitely possible. He is an unbelievable striker. But
It
yeah,
will. I think it will be a difficult game for City though. I know Villa are in like bad form, but it's at Villa Park. It's a tough place to go to. The Villa crowd will be up for it because it's a very difficult place to go to, Aston Villa. But yeah, I just think City, if they get an early goal, it could be like carnage up Villa. It could be like hectic. A bit like how it was at Everton with Rafa Benitez in charge.
I think 3-1's a good prediction. Actually, I'm gonna go with 3-1. Yeah. Same as you. I think Villa could definitely score. They shown it last season. And City have been susceptible to conceding goals recently.
Yeah, exactly. I don't get why Villa bought Coutinho,
Do you reckon? I do think Coutinho's good. I just think
honest days, what's it called? He's obviously like the ability he has and that. But I just feel like right now, because they keep losing that, he can't be arsed and just throwing the towel in. And he's probably on like 200k a week, maybe even more. Ooh. I mean, Leicester will be a good game. But the early game on Sunday, 2:00 kickoff.
Yeah, Brighton Leicester. Yeah, it's a good game though.
Surely Leicester could Leicester win, but could Brighton win? Because there's a lot of talk on Brighton right now. Rightly so, of course.
I think Brighton are going to win this game.
There's a lot of talk on Brighton though, because of the way they're performing, and rightly so. So could that talk get to them maybe? Leicester do. Oh, I don't rate Leicester. And I definitely don't rate Brendan Rodgers, but they can't keep losing.
They're just not very good at the moment. You were right about when you made your predictions about them being potential relegation candidates. I think you were spot on. To be fair, now I can see it now because I think losing all their good players, and I don't think Brendan Rodgers has the dressing room, and I don't see where the quality's coming from.
I've seen it with my own eyes with Everton with Roberto Martinez.
Yeah. I don't see where the quality's coming from.
4 points ahead of relegation with 10 games to go and that.
Yeah. Do you think?
I've seen it with my own eyes. I'm gonna go for 2-2 though.
2-2. It's a good prediction. I'm gonna go with a 2-1 Brighton. I'm gonna go with.
Yeah. Ooh, the last game is a big game. Of course, a game which is iconic in the Premier League. Man United versus the Arsenal.
Yeah, it's gonna be very competitive. This one, I'd say.
I feel like Arsenal could draw. Could United win though? Old Trafford.
It's definitely possible, but Arsenal.
I think Arsenal might just be a bit too sharp for them now.
Yeah, possibly. I think it might be a draw. This one though.
So do I, but I'm gonna go for a United 2-1 win.
Yeah, that's definitely a good shot.
Anthony Sabia who want to show off, not show off in like a bad way, but just like flared and welcome himself to the United crowd. And Arsenal are going to win 6 out of 6, I don't think. If they do, that's fantastic. They are outsiders for the title.
Yeah. I think they're going to drop off Arsenal. I really don't know what to go with this game. It could go either way.
I have most games in the Premier League though. You don't know
week.
what to go for.
Yeah, it's tough. It is tough this week. I think 2-1 United win isn't a bad shout. I'm going to probably go with 2-1 Arsenal. Yeah, 2-1 Arsenal.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, so that's all the games for week 6.
Yeah, I'm second guessing it now. No, I'm switching it. I'm going to go with 2-1. I'm going to go the same as you, 2-1 United, I think.
2-1 United, yeah.
Anyway, yes, that's our week 6 predictions. Yeah. Are you confident with yours, Jack? Would you say?
Yeah. Of course, we haven't done the derby yet, but we'll be doing that in a special preview.
Definitely. Yeah. Thanks for listening. And yes, those are week 6 predictions. And if you think that we've got any particularly wrong, or you think that, or just put your predictions down in the comments if you have them. And yeah, we'll see you in the next part of episode 6. We're coming up with some really good videos this week. Some good quality, and then we're going to be improving it week on week. So yes, make sure you subscribe or like the video if you can, and yeah, see you later.
Cheers, Jeff.